Here we are in the Gower. Right, a short while ago. Apparently 3 of us turned up within half an hour. It seemed very friendly. It's a lovely warm day, so I'm just going to have some lunch and then we'll go for a walk and set up my solar panels. I got my lunch, cup of coffee, and a nice corner plot. In fact, it's very handy for the toilet disposal, which is just in the corner there. So, right, yep, time for lunch. Well, we're off on our walk and starting off by going down this track past the side of the caravan site. Just going along the footpath. Had a slight bump where the drone flew into a tree, but we reset it and we're now going off down this track which should lead me out to the sand dunes. And they're going through the sand dunes. It's a bit breezy, so I'm not sure how the drone will do. We'll see. Lots of flowers here. I'll have to look up, see what these little purple ones are. Oh, the wind's suddenly picking up. Oh, she's lost me. Right, she's with me. Oh, this is why I brought my Crocs. I take my shoes off. This ain't bad. Oh, very picturesque. This will need a picture, I know. What a lovely beach this is. I seem to have got it to myself, more or less. You can see for miles here, all the way up across the bay to Llanelli and Pembrokeshire beyond. Beautiful. Bit of trouble getting into hover. Let's try again. Well, the drone really doesn't like water. It says don't fly over water, but got to go for a paddle, and it's really quite warm. The sea was warm, and this little pool is very warm. Very nice. Certainly a lovely spot, this. On the sand dunes. See if we can get the camera to turn around and show you the beach. Yep, beautiful here. Been in the water. It's nice and warm. Let me get a wide shot. We're walking back through the sand dunes. Let's see if we can make it to a circuit. And off we go again. Well, tonight is supposed to be the shortest night of the year, so let's just see how short it is. Although, to be fair, I am cheating. I did speed it up a little bit. Well, Thursday morning, it's a bit cloudy, but it's bright and I think it should brighten up soon. We're going for a walk now down into the village and then down to the coast. So yeah, let's see what the coast is like. We'll probably go down across the marshes, hopefully. We've walked along the lane, just coming into the start of the village. There's the little village church on the left. Pretty little old place, so I'll probably pop in and have a look. Got some lovely views from the churchyard overlooking the sea. Unfortunately, I can't turn the drone round, but when I turn the corner you'll probably see it. Although maybe you won't. Oh, there it is. It's the Church of St Maddock. Let's have a quick look in the churchyard. Not a bad place to end up, I suppose, if you're going to go somewhere. The sign says the church is open, but I don't think I'll go in today. Just look at the churchyard. Get to see a couple of the locals. Glad I've got Molly on the lead. I think she'd want to go and say hello. Just coming up to the village green. It's the village shop. I think they do a tea room as well. Nice little place. I'll carry on down through the village, and the pub is down the hill here a little bit, but we turn off just before the pub. Down this little lane. I think the footpath is at the bottom. Nice view from this garden and across the valley. Very pretty. No cars. Not surprised. We'll carry on down this track and see where it leads. Down through a wooded area. And then opens out a bit, and we should soon come to the open area, the marshes. And come down out of the woods. It's the start of the marshes. A lovely view down the valley. A couple of dog walkers, seem very friendly. I would stop here and have a look round. There's a great rock face up there in the trees. Super for rock climbing, but I don't think I'll bother doing that. Look round, and then we head on down through that gate towards the cottage that's down there. You can just see the rock face in the background there. So on down the track, past this gate, and masses of wildflowers, the cow parsley and such like. Head down towards the cottage. Looks like the ruins of an old outhouse. A nice little cottage here. Certainly isolated. Pretty garden. Outside toilets. Time for a flight over the marshes. The masses of these waterways. In the winter I think it floods, and obviously very, very muddy. And I'm standing on that right angle on the path at the bottom in the centre. Fly up over the woods, and that's the village that we just come from, and the little cottage in the bottom left. So we just fly up, have a quick look at the village, and then carry on walking. Yeah, lovely spot. Right, well, we were going to go this way, but obviously there's a bit of a problem down there, so we'll turn around and go back the other way. Right, come on. I better warn these good people that there's no way through. Well, a bit of a shame that, because I wanted to walk out across the marshes down to the coast and then along the beach, but we've had to turn round, and never mind, we can take the footpath up through the woods, which should be fairly pleasant. I don't see this path opening again for a long, long time. Go up this track into the woods. It's got a bit of shade because it's really getting very warm now. This is rather nice. Well, it's nice walking through the woods here. So now it's getting warm, it's nice and shaded, and it's fairly flat now we're up here. And views across the bay to the right. through the trees. Definitely a pleasant spot. There's a nice little present somebody's left on the fence post there. Wonderful. What's this in here? Oh, I wonder what that was. Ice house maybe? Don't know. Anyway, we're just very soon coming to Coombe. Oh, here's the other side of it. I have to look that up, see what it says. Well, having gone past Coombe, now we're heading out towards the coast, and there's this sandy path that goes up around a rocky ridge on the left. Fortunately, we don't have to go up the ridge. It's a little bit of a slog up this sandy path, but never mind, it's good for you. So there's the rocky ridge to my left, and then a pine forest to the right that leads out into the coast and into the marshes, and across the sand dunes. So hopefully before too long we'll get to the end of this path, and the view should open out a little bit then. Right, well, we've reached the end of the path, and time for a look round, I think. There's a clay pigeon shooting range there on the right, and the path that we came down is behind me. Then there is the bay over in the distance. On up the hill, up to the ridge at the top there. Past the clay pigeon shoot. Lots of bracken growing. Well, it's quite a slog up that hill, so I've decided to stop and have a bit of a sit down and take the drone out for a flight. So first of all, this is the direction I'm heading in. Up to the top of the ridge. See the path there that I'm going to go along. Then go out to this little headland, and hopefully there'll be some nice views at the very top here. Looks like you can go through the gate right to the very end. So hopefully we don't fall down there. And back out across the beach, looking across the bay towards Berryport and Llanelli. Got the sand dunes down below there. And ahead is that ridge that I walked along the bottom of. With the pine forests heading out towards the coast, so you can see the path along the bottom of the ridge. Let's go and see what the top of the ridge looks like. don't think there's a path up there. So let's have a close look on the drone. And we'll head back. Back over the clay pigeon shooting area. I'm sitting by that path in front of the trees. And we're coming in. The top of the ridge. So below me is the Christian youth camp, where I won't be stopping off, being neither Christian nor youth. Beyond that, in front of the hills, is the campsite. You just see one van in the distance. It's the one next door to me. There's a notice board showing some of the things you can see. I've certainly seen those orchids. I've not seen the adder yet. That would be rather nice to see an adder. But we're now going to go walking up to the top of the ridge. There's some lovely views over the bay. So we'll continue up the hill. Still got the lovely views. We're nearly at the top now. Just a little bit more climbing and then it's downhill all the way. So, just coming up to the gate that you saw on the drone video. So we'll go through there and have a look out. First of all, let's just have a wander around so you can see the view from the top here. Beautiful beach down below. It's where I went paddling yesterday. So you certainly get some good views up here. So we'll do a full 360, looking over towards Llanelli, across the bay, and the beach, Pembrokeshire in the far distance, and over the beach where we were yesterday, Braunton's Burrows, the headland, holiday park, another holiday park, and the campsite is just over this ridge, and behind the Llangennych Hill, and then back round. Beautiful spot. Swansea in the far distance. So last evening here, and it's such a beautiful evening, even though it's about 8 o'clock, I thought I'd come down to the beach just to have a final look. The beautiful low sun. And again, I've got the place to myself. Views don't come much finer than this. The wind's dropped, so it's very pleasant. I think we'll go for a pedal, Molly and me, although she's already been in. Just to prove it, here we are.